The upcoming closure of the Mountain State Carbon Coke plant has many former employees and others questioning why and who was involved. That's where we begin tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Rich Pierce.
And I'm Jamie Baker. We've had calls into the newsroom that the federal government may be involved in the closure. I spoke with West Virginia Congressman David McKinley yesterday and asked him if there is any truth to that.
All I can think of is whether or not there is a bigger problem there with some contamination. We know that they had gone through a big EPA hearing several years ago. There may be something else that they just simply haven't divulged to us. But one way or the other, we're staying on top of it. We want to find out why they can't reopen that plant or someone else operate that plant, because we know people need Coke. And if not Coke, then use that property for some other purpose, especially given right across the river that we have a electric arc furnace, and they need a lay down area. So maybe they could use it for that purpose. So there are other things that are quietly in the works to try to help them out with that.
Well, I know you had sent that letter a few weeks ago, but what other steps have you guys taken in getting more answers about the closure?
We sent the letter back rejecting their answers, to told them that don't play games. That people's lives are on the line here, that they weren't given enough notice on that. So we're asking them to go back and rethink some of their points that they've raised with it, so that we're trying to do it from that perspective. We're trying to play nice in the sandbox, but sooner or later, we may have to go harder on this.
And so just to be clear, you have not heard that the EPA gave Cleveland Cliffs millions of dollars to close down this plant?
No, not at all. We will look into that. I've not heard that before. I can't imagine, why would EPA pay someone to shut it down? Because the company had spent millions of dollars to bring it into compliance with the EPA. So I don't understand. I know it was adjudicated. I know that we saw it in the paper and all the newspaper about how that ruling came down and what they did to rule in favor. So why would they do that? I hope that's just one more unfounded story. I hope that's not true, but thanks to you, we will look into it. I can assure you, we will look into that. But in the meantime, we're trying to convince them to either sell the plant so that we can put that back into operation, with either to make Coke or to use the property for some other purpose that puts people to work.